NSR Media. For everyone.
And now, Out of the Park presents crazy stories from around the world that are crazy. Here's Matt and Barry.
You know why I love this segment so much, Matt?
Because I'm involved.
Do you know why I love this segment so much, Matt?
No.
Because we get to highlight the absolute idiotic humans that run around in this world doing weird things.
I think that you could have said idiocy. Idiocy is a word.
Could be the word of the week.
It could be.
All right. Why don't I let you begin this week, sir?
You know what? This doesn't involve defecation, urine, or anything to do with genitalia.
So you're saying it's my turn then?
No. Oh, man, somebody flipped the Barry Davis switch. That's fantastic. Awesome. All right. You ever seen the show Rick and Morty?
I have not.
It is an adult animated science fiction show on the Comedy Network.
Probably explains it because I am neither an adult.
Or a science fiction.
Exactly.
Or an animated person. But you do have a little Barry.
Thanks to my 3D agency.
It's right there.
It's right there.
Absolutely. Okay, so McDonald's managed to tick off boatloads of Rick and Morty fans by not having enough Szechuan sauce last Saturday.
Hang on. Why would McDonald's have Szechuan sauce?
Okay, so McDonald's developed Szechuan sauce in 1998 to promote the Disney animated feature Mulan. So what happens is this show, Rick and Morty, used the condiment as a key plot device in its season 3 premiere. Okay? A 23-year-old graphic designer drove 45 minutes to Detroit early in the morning and waited hours until the sauces, which were recently re-released, became available at 2 p.m. Yes, I'm not kidding.
People were lined up for this stuff?
Yes. By the time it happened, there were hundreds of people waiting. The line snaked around the building. This particular McDonald's location only had 20 packets available, and Marie, the person in question, managed to get a packet of this.
Now, how big? Are we talking just like a little...
Dude, you're talking like a ketchup packet.
Oh, my God.
This is the state of our universe.
Where did this happen?
This was in Detroit, Michigan.
Okay.
So what ends up happening, she goes home and decides that she's going to put it up on the internet for sale. Okay? Somebody chimes in and negotiated a trade for the packet of Szechuan sauce. And the trade was this. You ready for this?
Oh, I'm ready.
A packet of the sauce for...
Roger Clemens.
No. I'm rubbing off on you because that was a completely thing. I would do that. No. A mint condition 2000 Volkswagen Golf MK4.
Are you freaking kidding me? This must be the best sauce ever.
This person
You don't eat it then, right? I mean,
No.
once you break the seal.
No, this had to be the person that traded the car for the sauce obviously was a fan of Rick and Morty, this show. The driven negotiator managed to find a person willing to trade the sauce. He drove the car over for the trade so that the person knew that it was running. He was a dedicated fan of the show, and he already had a second car. This one was just taking up space. Regardless, this Volkswagen Golf, is currently in the shop getting souped up into a show car for Marie.
Holy cow.
Bottom line, okay?
Can she drive the car?
Yes.
Or it's not like the sauce where once you break the seal, it's ruined. You can actually get in the car and drive it?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Marie, now the owner of this Volkswagen Golf, has a friend who also got the sauce, but she wasn't so lucky. Marie's friend pounded through the sauce before discovering that people were offering as much as $300 for a packet of this. So the bottom line is, somebody traded a drivable 2000 Volkswagen Golf for a packet of McDonald's Szechuan sauce.
You understand that whoever made this sauce has the recipe for this sauce.
Yes.
Can make lots and lots and lots. They could very easily produce millions of packets of this stuff, put it out tomorrow, and then all of a sudden each one of those packets that were purchased before for big bucks are worth literally nothing unless they have the code on them saying these were the original. This is ridiculous. This is Szechuan sauce.
This is proof that you can make anything limited release, and if you promote it properly, people will want it. For instance, we could take a bag of your dog's poop.
You promised there would be none of that this week.
Man, that was a
my
slip up.
turn.
Sorry.
My turn. You're going to find that mine is a little bit tied in with yours in some strange ways.
Okay.
A man who was arrested after police mistook the glaze of his Krispy Kreme donut for crystal meth.
What?
He has sued the city of Orlando and won. Daniel Rushing, 64 years old, was arrested after the law enforcement agent had spotted 4 small flakes of glaze on his floorboard and thought they were pieces of meth. He told the officers they were likely bits of the Krispy Kreme donut he had eaten earlier, but he was still arrested for possession of meth after 2 roadside drug tests came back positive for an illegal substance. He said, quote, "I couldn't believe it. I've never smoked a cigarette before, let alone had meth." Weeks later, a state crime lab cleared him of the drug allegations, and all the charges against him were dropped. By this time, he's like, this is ridiculous. I'm throwing a lawsuit. So he receives a check in the mail for $37,500 and was told that the police are sorry. Now, the captain of this police department wrote an arrest report. She said she noticed flakes on the floorboard. The police department at the time said the arrest was lawful. They didn't explain why the glaze tested positive, though, for meth. But they have decided that they were going to have these police officers take some new training courses, over 730 of them, in fact, on how to properly use the field test kits.
Okay. I have at least 2 questions that you probably cannot answer, but I would still like to pose these 2 questions. Now, the first one you've partially answered. The first question is, how does a refined technological device pick up traces of crystal meth or mistake glaze from a donut as crystal meth? That's the first thing.
And the second question is, how could somebody be so stupid to eat one of those Krispy Kreme donuts and not get every bit of that glaze in their mouth?
Okay, so that then brings me to
that
completely valid,
right?
All valid. The third question would be then, where do you come up with 37,500? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going to award,
you can't even buy a
some
pack
money,
of Szechuan sauce for that much.
but like these are numbers that I don't understand. Okay, I remember, one of my dad's tricks when it came to landscaping was, look, always make it sound like you've worked this thing down to the last penny. $42,150.93. Okay, so where does the long arm of the law come up with 37,500?
Have you seen some of the road signs that say, speed this much and your fine is, a minimum of, $432? You see that in the States all the time.
Just round.
Yeah.
Just round, guys.
We don't even have pennies anymore, right?
No, it's true enough.